In an era where everyone thinks their opinions are so damn important, I'm here to give you a little piece of my mind. Welcome to Unaffiliated the Podcast with your host, B. Seth. Let's go.
Oh, tell them. You feel like a man should have a certain standard of how a man who's approaching you should approach you and how he should maintain the situation. He should be consistent.
Yeah, but see, I've changed my mindset though.
Really?
Like, I mean, cause we could say one thing, and then we as women, we don't be upholding our end of this. You know,
what?
Like we could say, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, but like, are we doing those same things that a man wants us to do? So
that's the conundrum right there.
Yeah, but again, like we were talking about earlier, like I feel like we've been taught as women, like the men are supposed to do this. Like I know my mom has always taught me, like the man is supposed to provide. He the one supposed to make the money. Like,
right.
You know, he's, make sure everything's straight with the family. He's supposed to know how to do this, and that. But then on the flip side, when a guy was like, okay, well, you need to know how to cook, clean, all that XYZ, then it's like, oh, no, I ain't finna be doing all that. Like,
oh, shit. We done stumbled into quite the conversation. You done got me going now. All right, what's up? I agree 1,000%.
So it's just like, me being, learning, and it was just like, that's not always cool, like, to be putting so much on, like, the man and being like, okay, well, you gotta do this, gotta do that, but I ain't, you might expect me to do certain things. And
what are some things that you will not do?
I'm not gonna say I want everything to be equal. That would be a lie. Because I did say,
because you don't believe that.
I
don't think nobody believes that.
Equality, but
nobody
I don't.
That. Yeah, nobody believes
like
that.
I would, but I do want us both to know how to do like majority things. So
if you can't do it or he can't do it, y'all can just like.
I can't say that like I want my guy to know how to like fix
shit around the house.
Fix shit.
Okay.
Like, and then you can teach me how to fix shit, and I can learn.
And now
like,
you
we
fix
can do it
shit
together. Or I'm not finna just be the only one cooking and cleaning all the damn time. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not. Like,
what if he's rich as fuck and you quit your job?
We gonna be ordering takeout. We gonna be going out to eat.
That nigga done retired you from work.
I'm a cook sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm a cook, but that's not gonna be what I do every single day, because that shit gets tiring. I can, seeing my parents and stuff like that. My mom like, oh heck no, like I'm not about to do that like every single day. So,
all right, is there a financial threshold of what you're willing to entertain these days, man wise? Because I think that's the number one thing. Oh yeah,
financials
for any woman
important.
Number one. It's number one. Hey, I'm saying I'm dying on that hill. It's number one.
It's up there. I'm not gonna say you have to be rich, but I could say that at my age, I'm 26, y'all.
Right.
I at least want you to have a good job, like and then at least know how to budget.
Right.
Like that's important to me. Like you don't have to have all the money in the world, but it's just like, can we be able to sustain this money? Can we be able to budget and like still be able to do extra things that we want to do, like go on trips and everything? But if you're not like that, like you just blowing your money on different stuff here and there, like, and then we never get to go nowhere, like the fuck,
Could you date a broke nigga who's super talented and has all the potential in the world? Just keep it a buck. Keep it a buck with me. That's why I brought you here.
I think it would be very stressful. Like I would be complaining a lot.
Yeah.
No. And I feel like it would be on the guy's part, they would get mad at me because I'm complaining a lot.
And then they're probably going to go outside of what they believe in to accompany you now, or to accommodate you.
They're mental. Like, you don't want no woman nagging at you all the time.
Facts.
And I had to learn that too. Like,
that's a fact.
I can admit that I'm that girl that, like, if you ain't on your shit, best believe why you ain't doing this. You need to be doing this. Like, and I have to, like, reevaluate myself. Like, I can't be doing that. And, like, because it's really draining. Because I wouldn't want nobody doing that shit to me. So it's just like.
Well, I don't know if you can't do that. But I will say.
It's the way you do it.
It's the way you, the way you deliver tone, it.
It's the way. It's the way you say it.
What you're saying, too.
Exactly.
Because some motherfuckers, they just get in their feelings. And now it's, like, malicious almost. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree with you on that. But at the same time, it's like, maybe you're saying some shit that needs to be said.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like when it comes to me, I be hitting.
You be on it, huh?
I be on it. I be like, I ain't saying it just to be saying it.
But at the same time, like you said earlier, no nigga wants to come home
like to
his girl just going crazy.
It's just like
it's gonna turn him off. Period.
But if you know your woman don't like something, you need.
But then we have to dissect why don't you like it, unless maybe not the money situation, maybe not the money situation, but a situation in general. Should a man accommodate, or you accommodate every insecurity that your partner has?
Communication, like.
But is communicating? Does that mean that there's gonna be Does that mean that there's going to be a solution, or does it just mean we're communicating how we feel? Because some people, like you said, understanding, and then after understanding, do we fix this, or does it stay the same? How much of your partner's insecurities should you play a part in fixing versus making them realize that is an insecurity that you need to work on? I'm not saying you should add to it, but it's also maybe not your responsibility to fix it.
I feel like we, especially women, we want to help. We want to help build a man, help him do better.
Build a bear.
Help him succeed. And that's not our job. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like you need a man and a woman, like, to help you, like, if you have this man or this woman or whatever, like, it's dope if you help each other. Just like, even if you're not in a relationship, like, having somebody to help you means everything. So I feel like,
well, we'll get back to that later. Go ahead, my bad.
But, like, I feel like try to accommodate their insecurities. You can only take so much. That stuff will drive you crazy. Like, it's not. I don't think
because it's not yours.
Yeah, but. I don't know.
Like, if you dating a dude who doesn't like his girl to have twerk classes, how much of that can you help him unless you just stop doing it? That's what I'm saying. So some of this shit is like, some people need to figure that shit out. Well, there's no compromise on your end. This is what you're doing.
Exactly. But you can maybe do, like, ultimatums. Like
what? What ultimatum would you take if I was your man and I said, yo, you can't do twerk classes no more? What would you say?
I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. You can't make me.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't make me stop doing anything.
That's what I'm saying.
What we can do is, I can keep doing my twerk classes. And when it's something that you want to do, or, like, I could do X, Y, and Z that you want me to do. But, express, like, twerk. This is really something. And then also, too, like, this, like, with my twerk classes, I could just say, like, that's bringing in some money. So that's helping both of us, sir. So it's just like...
Well, and then niggas are going to say OnlyFans. Not saying that those are even slightly related, but I'm saying...
Like, do an OnlyFans?
No, well, a dude who dates a chick and she creates an OnlyFans, that dude will more than likely feel some type of way and would probably not want to be with that person. Yeah, but she making money. You know what I mean? So I think, again, it comes back to the insecurities we were talking about.
I feel like at the end of the day, do what makes you happy. If you don't like your girl doing this, you need to get out of that relationship.
Do you think that's conducive to healthy relationships? Doing what you want to do?
Yeah.
Really? I don't think so.
Doing what you want to do.
Because we were talking about like our grandparents' generation. They dealt with a lot of bullshit.
But they wasn't happy.
They weren't. Their mental health was fucked up.
They weren't happy. I feel
but there was still the structure around.
But they weren't.
It was like a sacrifice. But I think, what I'm saying is, I think there is also an extreme of just always doing what you want that will also leave you in that realm of loneliness, kind of.
Be sure to follow Unaffiliated the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now on YouTube.